to a new pick a card reading. Today we're going to get you clarity on what are your person's thoughts about you and what do they plan to do next. So if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. I want to give a big welcome to all of the new subscribers as well as to everyone who's already part of this beautiful family. I so appreciate you being here. You mean the world to me. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and for all of your beautiful comments and messages. So as always, I have 3 groups for you and many ways for you to choose your reading today. You can pick from group number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can take them all and take the messages that resonate. I'll be showing you the card and the image itself. We also have crystals to help you choose, and then we will also be assigning zodiac signs to each group. So some people like to choose their zodiac sign and their person's zodiac sign and combine those readings. So please do be gentle with yourself. There is no right or wrong answer. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But if you're at that place where you would really like to get specific clarity on what's going on between you and your person, then I highly recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. I'm one of the few people who offers this because I absolutely love connecting with you one-on-one on video call. I believe that is the most powerful reading you can have. It's incredibly informative, healing, transformational, and we can also record it so you can watch it forever. And you'd be surprised at how much you learn on each viewing. So that's one option. The other option is video recorded readings, which I also offer. So if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. And for those of you who love to pull oracle cards for yourself at home, I've created 2 decks, the Twin Flame Oracle, which is my love deck, and I use this in every reading here on YouTube, and the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur, which is my business, money, and career deck. So these are on big sale at Amazon with free shipping, and all of the links are in the box below. Okay, so let's take a deep breath and see which of these we feel most guided towards. So for group number 1, we have this image right here and this crystal right here. For group number 2, we have this image and this crystal right here. And for group number 3, we have this image and this crystal right here. Okay, let's go ahead and assign zodiac signs. Okay, so for group number 1, we have Pisces, Aries, Aquarius, and Cancer. For group number 2, we have Sagittarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Libra. And for group number 3, we have Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, so go ahead and make your choice, and we'll get started with group number 1. My beautiful group 1 that chose this image right here, as well as this crystal, and Pisces, Aries, Aquarius, and Cancer Let's see, what are your person's thoughts about you? We'll look at their thoughts and feelings. Then we'll look at what do they plan to do next. And then stay with me till the end because we'll also be getting Spirit's guidance for you. So we'll start here with Oracle cards and then we'll do your tarot. Ooh, wedding. This situation involves marriage. Spying, social network, information, ways. Observer. Now we're getting two of the same energy here. Magic, prayer. Okay. So this is an interesting energy. I feel like for some of you, this person, and take it as it resonates again, there's a few energies coming out here. For some of you, this person could be involved or involving you in a third-party situation, okay? They might be logistically unavailable. You know, they might be in a different situation, a different living situation. They might be stuck in something that, you know, they'd like to get out of, but aren't or haven't yet made the effort or the steps that it would take to leave that situation, even though they are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in every way gone, right? But it's almost like their body is there, but their spirit is gone from that situation. And if that is the case between you and this person, that is why we're getting a lot of observation energy here. It's like they might be watching you from afar because they can't be fully there with you, okay? I feel like they might be observing you. They might not be in touch right now because you guys may have had to step away from this because of the third-party situation. But they can't let go of you. They're observing you. They're obsessing over you. They're trying to find out if you're moving on with their life. They're trying to find out if you have someone else, even though they're not really, it's not really fair of them to be jealous because they might not be available themselves, right? But, you know, who said love is ever fair or logical, right? So I feel like if you have stepped away or if you've had to move on from the situation, this person is like praying that you won't find somebody else. This person is praying that somehow you'll wait for them in your heart or you won't move on. There's a lot of panic that is setting in. There's a lot of fear that is setting in with this person. For others of you, I feel like if this is not a third-party situation, I feel like there might be some sort of tension here or some sort of a break or a pause in this relationship. Maybe there is even some sort of a separation. There might be little contact. There might be no contact. But it's like this person is still spying and observing because there seems to be a pause. And that pause might be because this person has not been able to step up to the higher level of commitment that you want. Okay? So maybe there was you guys have gotten very, very close. You've been spending time together. You want this to get to the next level. It doesn't have to be that you want a wedding, but you might want to either live closer together, because I do feel for some of you there might be a long distance relationship, and because there might be long distance for some of you, that's why there's more spying and observation, because your person feels insecure, right? Because they can't see you. They don't know what's going on with you. They're not part of your daily life, so they might be observing, spying, wanting to know where you are, what you're doing, right? So for some of you, there's some sort of a pause here in the sense that your person in their thoughts and feelings about you might be feeling very insecure, okay? And that insecurity may be coming from different places. For some of you, that insecurity is coming from long distance. From some of you, that insecurity is coming from the fact that you might have cooled off towards this person because you didn't feel that they were moving forward into the kind of commitment you want, whether that's moving closer to you, whether that's moving in together, whether that's, defining the relationship, whether that's, talking about the future, right? So I feel like this person, even though they may not have been able to define the relationship, move closer to you, move the relationship forward, whatever their blocks are, the fact that you may have cooled off with them and you may have said, okay, well, if you don't want to move forward, then I'm going to move forward on my own. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm not going to be in touch as much, right? That has triggered a level of panic in this person, right? They're scrambling, they're spiraling, they're panicking. They know that their lack of moving forward now has real consequences. And they're deeply afraid of losing you, of you moving on, of you being with someone else. If you've been posting on your social media that, you're having fun, maybe you're not dating other people, but maybe you're going out with your friends, maybe you're enjoying life, you're not sitting at home wondering about them, ruminating about them, right? You're trying to move on with your life. So now they're in this panic and prayer mode that they won't lose you, okay? They're panicking, they're praying, they're like, quite observant, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to figure out if you've really moved on. Are you serious about it? Or do you still think of them? Do you still want them? Do you still have an emotional investment in them? That is like this very kind of unstable and insecure energy that they're right now kind of directing towards you, because it's definitely an energy of not knowing their place in your life. So let's go deeper. What else is going on in their thoughts and feelings about you? That one flipped over on its own, so we'll take it. Oh, another one just flipped over on its own. What else is going on in their thoughts and feelings? So we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. Three of Wands. Justice, Queen of Swords. Yeah, see? So definitely, I think this person, for whatever their reasons were, it seems that they have been kind of taking their sweet time, Three of Wands. They've been stalling for whatever the block is, whether it's a family block, whether it's a third party block, whether it's a long distance block, or just not ready for a deeper commitment type of block. They realize now that they have been kind of biding their time. They've been taking it slow. They've been, waiting. There's like this waiting energy, like they haven't, or they've kept you waiting, right? And they realize that you're not somebody who is going to just wait forever. Okay, so again, this is why I feel like you may have cooled it off with this person, or you might have given them some indication that your interest in them is decreasing. It's going down. It's cooling. Like you're weighing your options. You're thinking about, the fact that you do have other options. You don't have to wait around for this person. And the fact that we're getting the Justice card here again tells me that for some of you, this person may be Three of Wands waiting it out because they would have to make major changes to their life. Either they have to change where they live, they have to move out, they have to file for divorce. It could be legal, right? Maybe they are maybe they have some sort of a legal contract with family members. Maybe they have a family business or inheritance or something that is keeping them stuck where they are, and it would require some sort of legal action to get out of it. And that is what is scaring them. That is like a big block for them, because that means, like, if they were to take that legal action, whatever it is, it means that life is going to change. It means that they're actually going to do something about this, right? And that's a big step to take. It's also a change, a major change in mindset, in the way that they're thinking. So I feel like this person has definitely slowed down their level of commitment to you, because there's some block here where they would have to have a major change in their mindset, the way they think, what they want, how they behave, and they would have to take major external action that would be very hard to reverse, right? Like they have to commit to a huge life change. And that's where they're stalling. That's where it seems like they are, Three of Wands, stalling for time. And now, if you have stepped back, if you have, told this person, you know what, I'm not waiting anymore. Because see, I feel like you're coming through with this Queen of Swords energy, which is an energy of, I am not going to let my emotions rule the situation. I'm going to be practical. I'm going to be logical. I'm going to be strategic. They see you as someone who is not going to just fall all over them, saying, I'll wait for you, I understand, I love you. Yes, you may love them, but you're going to behave from your own self-interest. You're not going to sacrifice your life, your heart, your caring on somebody who can't move. And they know this now. And that's why we're getting this Eight of Wands. Because now they're like, okay, I'm going to have to act fast, or else I'm going to lose you. That's why I'm saying that's why they're spying. That's why they're observing. That's why they're spiraling. They know that they have to act fast, or else they're going to have to lose you. And that's why there's this energy around, this is also the energy of travel or movement. So if they're long distance, they may want to come see you. They may want to move. They may want to be in your physical presence. They may want you to come see them. There's this fear. There's this sense of like, I need to act. Otherwise, this is all going to go down the drain and I'm going to lose you forever. So this is good. We want this urgency. So let's see, what do they plan to do next then? Do they wish to take action? What do they plan to do next, Spirit? Inner child, union, loss. Okay, good. This is really good energy, okay? So it's from the place of them understanding that if they don't act, loss of self and identity, very much like Five of Cups energy. It's their understanding of what it truly feels like to lose you, and how deep that pain is, and how real that pain is when it's hitting them so hard now. And that's why they're going through that spiral of spying on you and observing you, as they now are seeing what life without you would truly be like. That's when the change comes, fall, okay? So this is the energy of transformation. This is the energy of change, of them wanting to take concrete action. Why? Because see, there's something between the two of you that is all about the inner child, which is very beautiful. There's something about your inner child and this person's inner child that is such an energetic and vibrational match. When you two are together, your inner children come out to play. And you both feel, regardless of whatever those outside circumstances and obstacles may be, you both feel a deep sense of safety within the real bond that you have. And that's where that inner child then translates to union between two adults, see? So this person deeply wants that union with you because they cannot ignore the fact that they feel most like themselves and most safe when they are with you. And they don't want to lose that. So this is why I feel like transformation is coming. So what does Spirit want to say to you, group 1? Answers revealed. Sitting quietly with Spirit helps you find the wisdom you need. Spirit speaks in silence. So this is a beautiful time for you to go within and find your own answers, as well as this person also is doing the same. Wow, this is beautiful energy. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. All of the links are in the box below for everything. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. It really helps me and the channel, and it's absolutely free to you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. Group 2 that chose this image, as well as this crystal right here. And Sagittarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Libra. Let's see. What are your person's thoughts and feelings about you? So we'll take a look at that. And then we will take a look at what do they plan to do next. And stay with me till the end, because we'll also be getting guidance from Spirit for you. We'll start here with your oracle cards, and then we will do your tarot. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Not for you. Wizard of Awareness. Interesting. Okay. So I feel like there's definitely been some sort of misunderstanding, maybe a discussion, an argument, some bad energy, like, like negative energy that's gone on between the two of you. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's been, I wouldn't say like a full separation, but when people don't see eye to eye, and then they kind of go into their own corners to stew, like, this is like a stewing energy, like, I don't like what you said, you didn't like what I said, we couldn't see eye to eye, like you have a different opinion, I have a different opinion. We're just both kind of quiet right now because neither of you are, it seems, ready yet to talk yet, okay? This person very much does want that though, okay? They very much want to release and heal whatever it is that has happened between the two of you, but it feels like maybe egoically, emotionally, they're not quite ready yet. You might not quite be ready yet. Like there is some sort of an escaping energy right now. See, like you guys might be avoiding each other, but sometimes that could be a good thing in the sense that maybe you just need time for things to die down a little bit, time for emotions to, like if there was a lot of high emotions running with some conflict, maybe it's better for those emotions to die down so people can be calm, when you reconnect, when you talk, right? But underneath that, I feel like they're also very afraid that you might come to a conclusion that they are not for you, okay? Like you might make this silence permanent. I feel like your person is wondering whether you're truly gone or if this is a pause, okay? Because for some of you, this is not for everybody, but I feel like for some of you, there might even have been language or words spoken that felt like you or them or both of you were leaving. Like, okay, I'm done. This is over. Goodbye, right? But sometimes we say that in the heat of the moment. We say goodbye when we don't really mean it. We say it because we've been deeply hurt. We say it because we felt unsafe, right? I feel like there's also an energy here of someone feeling unsafe. emotionally, you know, like sometimes you could love someone very much and they love you very much, but because of the nature of a discussion or an argument or a block between the two of you, they might say something or you might say something that makes the other person feel emotionally unsafe. And that's when you get like these knee-jerk responses like, okay, I'm done, okay, goodbye, this is over. Even though you don't mean it, even though you still want that person, even though you do want to figure it out, even though you do want to forgive each other and heal whatever happened, there's still this sense of like, okay, in that moment, I needed to leave. I needed to push you away because you were making me feel emotionally unsafe. I felt really bad by something you said. I felt really hurt. I felt like you were being cold. This person right now knows that maybe because we're getting this not for you and the Wizard of Awareness, so I feel like they're coming into awareness about maybe something that they said that was very hurtful. Maybe they didn't mean it that way. They thought they were being rational. They thought they were being logical. Maybe they were being defensive, and they thought that they were speaking to you, you know, in some sort of like, oh, look, I'm just being rational. I'm just being logical here. But it came off like very cold, or it came off very dismissive, and you felt very like hurt and dismissed by it. And this person wasn't aware of it at that time. But I feel like now they're becoming very aware of the fact that they didn't mean to push you away, but maybe the way they said something or the way they expressed something made you feel pushed away. Okay, or vice versa, or both of you pushed each other away. Okay, take it as it resonates for your situation. But right now, I feel like this person is very much thinking and feeling very deeply and with a lot of fear and panic that you might just say, you know what, this is not for me. I mean, permanently, even if you've said it now, like, okay, I need a break, or I need space, or like just, you know, you're avoiding each other, you're not really talking. They're afraid that it's going to become permanent. You're going to say, you know what you just did crossed a line. I feel like they're asking themselves right now, did they cross a line with you? Or did you guys cross a line with each other? Is there some sort of line that was crossed that makes this very, very painful? And which might make you feel like maybe this is a permanent ending. Like they're afraid of losing you permanently. They're afraid that you're not going to come back. You're not going to repair. You're not going to forgive. You're not going to talk about it. Okay, that's the fear that they're living with right now. And the more the silence holds, or the longer the silence goes, they're becoming more and more aware that maybe they could lose you entirely. Okay, so this is what is haunting them right now. But at the same time, I feel like they may not be coming forward just yet to talk to you, because maybe they're giving you space, or you're giving each other space, again, to let the emotions kind of settle first. What else is going on in your person's thoughts and feelings? High Priestess, Knight of Cups, the Fool, Four of Pentacles, King of Wands. Yeah. So see, yeah, this person, your person definitely wants a second chance or a new beginning with you. Look at this Fool's energy coming through here as the central energy. So again, there's a sense of like, can we reset this? Can we start again? Can we work this out? because I feel like this person is also, with the Wizard of Awareness, group 2, I feel like they're also realizing that they truly underestimated in some ways who you really are. You know, sometimes somebody can love you very deeply but still not realize the depths of what your soul really is. And I think this person, because you might be someone who is very kind, very loving, very patient, like you've been a really good person in this person's life. Like you are one of the few people, I feel, who is a really good person in your person's life, that they somehow took you for granted or felt that you would always be there because you were so kind and patient and understanding. But they didn't realize that you have a spiritual depth to you, that you are very discerning. You give people your love, your generosity, your kindness, but it doesn't come completely unconditionally. You're still smart enough to know how to protect yourself. You feel things very deeply. You're very spiritually attuned. You're able to give people a lot of yourself because you are generous emotionally. But that doesn't mean that you won't draw a line when you feel disrespected, when you feel undervalued, right? Or when you feel like somebody is crossing the line with you, and that's what they're realizing that they underestimated. You know, they underestimated that you can cut off somebody just as easily as you can open your heart to them, because you know yourself. You are very spiritually attuned. So whatever happened here, this person is regretting that they didn't understand you fully, right? Especially if you're the one who's been pushing this person away. You're the one who had to leave because they crossed a line with you, or they said or did something that made you feel very hurt or unvalued or unseen. I feel like Knight of Cups, like they really want to come to you with that apology, okay? They really want to come to you with their heart and say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry with the way I hurt you. I'm so sorry that this happened. I shouldn't have crossed that line. I shouldn't have made you feel so bad. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to be cold or dismissive if that's how you felt they were. There's something here where they know that they mishandled the situation, that they behaved in a way that wasn't valuing you. Because see, Four of Pentacles, they're still very, very attached to you, even though they're afraid that you're going to say, no, you're not for me. And look at this passion. So they have tremendous passion for you and a tremendous attachment. They want to hold on to you. They feel you slipping away and they want to hold on to you, okay? They don't want you to slip away. But again, if you've pushed them away right now, or if you've, had to make some space, they feel like they are wanting to hold on to you even more so, because you might be avoiding them. You may have blocked them temporarily. You may have pushed them away, because you are the source of their passion. Okay, look at that King of Wands energy. But we also have a Lion there. So it's like they know that passion alone is not enough for you. That if they're going to be passionate about you, they also have to be strong. They have to come to you with courage and bravery and strength, the strength of the lion. It's not just emotion and passion that you're looking for. You're looking for backbone, right? You're looking for someone with character. So as much as they may want to hold on to you, they know that they won't be able to unless they show true strength as well. So let's see. What do they plan to do next? Cycles, ego, observe. Let's see. So there's something here, okay? And whatever this happened, I feel like it's the energy that's coming from this right here. There's something here about avoidance. Something is being avoided, and it might be the confrontation. But I feel like there's a very like short time frame around this, okay? Like I feel like right now the masculine energy is observing, okay? I feel like this person, if you're watching this for the masculine has withdrawn and is observing right now, is observing what is going on, because there is like this bit of a time lag in terms of them knowing that they screwed this up, but still struggling with their pride and ego, wanting to ask for forgiveness, but feeling like there's a bit of justification going on as well. Like they might be saying, but you know, I know this, you know, I know we had an argument, or I know we had a disagreement, but you know, you don't understand that I'm going through difficult cycles in my life. Like there might be a little bit of justification. And this is very short term. I'm talking about the next few days. You know, again, that's why we got this energy that they're trying to give a little bit of time for emotions to come down, because I feel like this person also had justifications about why there's this disagreement, and it's because they feel like they've been stuck in some sort of a life cycle here that they've had a hard time getting out of, and that's why they might be a little bit in their ego right now too, like, oh, why don't you understand that I'm going through this hard time? I wish you would understand. I don't like, and so they're like resisting a little bit on, okay, I want to apologize, but should I, like, you know, like you didn't understand me either, that kind of like, there's a little bit of that resistance. But I feel like it's a very short kind of like a time, you know, like a settling down kind of time. You know, it's like a couple of days. They might be resisting, like, no, I'm not going to reach out, but they'll give in. It's like they know, like, they don't want to lose you, right? And then their fear that you're just going to be like, you're not for me, is going to outweigh that little kind of ego explosion they're having right now for the next few days. So that's why they're in observation mode, but they're going to come around, because we have this Knight of Cups and that King of Wands. They're not going to be able to resist for long. So just give them that space. Rising above, unfold your vision from murky depths to clarity with grace. I bloom from within. So that is your message from Spirit. Beautiful. Rise above this. Rise above this. It's going to work itself out. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. These are at Amazon FBA with free shipping and a great price. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here and for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose this image right here, as well as this crystal, and Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, and Capricorn. So let's see. What are your person's thoughts and feelings about you? And then what do they plan to do next? And stay with me till the end, because we'll also be getting guidance from Spirit for you. And we will start here with your oracle cards. Oh, we got 2 fell out. And then we will do your tarot. Oh, you got an extra message here. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. Imagine and a leg up. Coming apart. Okay. So I feel like this person right now is feeling some sort of very deep loss in their life, okay? And I feel like it's like a combination of losses in their life as well as some sort of loss that they feel around you. Either the loss has already happened, or they feel like it's coming, like they're either about to lose you, they feel, or like something feels uncertain to them. Okay, they feel like they're not going to be able to hold on to you as much as they want to, right? Like they feel like there's something going on in their external world that is making them feel like their hands are tied. Okay, that's where we're getting this energy of trapped, stuck, tied down, and captive. Okay, something in this person's life is making them feel like they cannot fully make the kind of choices that they wish to make right now, and part of it can be their choices about you. Okay, so they feel very trapped, very tied down, very stuck, and it's like they're wanting support, a leg up, they're wanting support, but it's like they don't want to ask you for that support because they feel like they don't deserve it from you. So there's something here about them constantly just imagining and fantasizing about you. So I feel like this person is obsessively thinking about you, but it's all in their imagination right now. I wouldn't be surprised if you're not seeing much actual action or words or communication from this person right now, because it seems like you live right now in their imagination. Okay, they might be fantasizing about you. They might be imagining what it would be like to talk to you, imagining what it would be like to actually express their true emotions to you, but feeling like they want to ask for your support in whatever they're trapped in, but they feel like they're no longer deserving of that. Like something in their behavior, the way that they behave towards you, makes them feel like they don't deserve your love anymore. They don't deserve your attention or your support anymore the way they used to. Okay, so there's definitely an energy of being suspended, you know, something that's just kind of frozen. I feel like this person is very frozen right now. And it's interesting because I feel like I am getting that kind of frozen energy from these cards right here, right? Like these polar bears and the snow. I also feel like there's like a frozen energy coming from here. So this person is right now freezing, like in the sense like they don't know what to do. They're frozen in place where they are right now because they are coming apart inside. Okay, there's something in their external life as well as their internal life that is kind of tearing them apart. Part of it is feeling like they've lost you or lost access to you, your warmth, your love, your care, and your support. See, you used to be this person's, I'm getting the word oxygen from like spirit. Like you used to be this person's oxygen. You used to be the person who held them up, who supported them, who was there for them when nobody else was. You gave it your all. And yet still this person seems to have let you down in some way. And that is why they're too ashamed to even reach out now, or they're too ashamed to even, you know, talk to you now, because they know that they overstayed their welcome, in the sense that like they took too much from you and they didn't give enough in return to you. And that is why, again, there's this energy of them coming apart. They feel like they're losing you. They feel like they're losing other things in their life. Again, they're trapped, they're stuck. They're not seeing a solution here. So everything right now, when it comes to you, at least for this present moment, seems to be coming through their imagination only, their fantasies of what could be, their fantasy of if they talk to you, what would they say to you? I think part of it is also they struggle to express their emotions. I feel like this person can be somebody who's also very emotionally distant or emotionally shut down a lot. And even when they feel things deeply for you, they still don't come across as somebody who's decisive. Okay, they beat around the bush, they stall, they don't know what to say, they say things halfway, and it seems confusing. See, clearly decide what you want. They don't seem to come forward with a clear decision on what it is that they truly want. They seem to be always frozen or stuck or paralyzed in their fear, or paralyzed in their ability to emotionally express themselves. And I think that's what this person deeply struggles with. And you're probably very aware of it as well, Group 3, that this person may feel things, but they have a hard time saying them. And maybe initially you were okay with that, you were understanding with that, but then you may have gotten to the point where you thought, well, what's the point? Like, who cares if you're deeply in love with me? Who cares if you feel so much if you can't even show me, you can't express it to me, you don't say it, and you don't act like it? So there seems to be like a disconnect between what this person feels and what they're able to show you. And that's something that they're thinking about, and they're knowing that it's a problem. Okay, let's go deeper. What else is going on in their thoughts and feelings? Four of Cups. See, there's that emotional shutdown energy. Hangman. Two of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups, yeah. So they know that they are going to, again, have to make a decision. That's what comes from this. Clearly decide what you want. We have the Two of Pentacles here as the central energy, which means that they know that they have real decisions to make. And they know that they can't stall this anymore. They've been kind of stuck and trapped and taking their time, and that, you know, at some point, like, you are not going to be available anymore. But again, they're also very much trapped in that cycle of, look how much I have on my plate. Oh my gosh, I have this. I'm stuck in that. I'm tied down by this. Like, there seems to be a lot of excuses around their inaction. You know, like, why can't they make a decision? Why can't they take action? Why can't they show up? And a lot of it is like in their thoughts and, you know, feelings about you. They get stuck in that sense of like, oh, I have all of this, I feel overwhelmed, I feel like I have too much going on. 10 of Pentacles. They might be working very hard on securing something in terms of their future. They might be, you know, going through some sort of financial issue. They might be working very hard, maybe multiple jobs to get into some sort of stability. They might have like goals about being financially more stable, and they're, you know, distracted by that or using that as a distraction. You know, I feel like they're very aware that they also come off as somebody who's more focused on their own happiness versus their happiness together with you. So they know that, again, they haven't come off as somebody who is generous, who wants to give. They may have taken more than they've given so far in this relationship. And I feel like they're also very aware of that. 9 of Cups, it's like they have this desperation. They do wish to be happy, but it seems to always fall on what's important to their own happiness versus what is important to your happiness as a couple. Like, how can they think of the two of you together rather than just what makes them individually comfortable on their own? Okay. And that is why we're getting this energy of 4 of Cups and Hangman. Like, this person has a very hard time making decisions. Okay. Making a solid decision and then taking action towards that decision. Why? 4 of Cups, like, they tend to be very disconnected from their emotions. It's almost like they want love, but they don't want to feel too much love because it makes them uncomfortable. It makes them feel like they're going out of control. And I wouldn't be surprised if this person is somebody who does value control. Not that they like to control you, but they like to control the variables in their life. Like, they don't want to be overly emotional because it makes them feel like then they're too sensitive. Then they're being driven by emotion instead of what's logical in their life. They tend to emotionally shut down. They tend to distance themselves from their own emotions. because they have a hard time expressing those emotions. And so they come off as somebody who is kind of always living in the hangman's energy, always between two worlds, always suspended, never quite making that next decision that would truly change their life or that would truly commit to something. Okay, so this is the problem. Like when you have the Two of Pentacles plus the Hangman, it's like, yeah, this person has a hard time making difficult choices. And they tend to act like they're always juggling things, you know, like, oh, I just have too much on my plate. I have too much this, I have that. I'm trying to work hard. I'm trying to make my 10 of Pentacles life. But essentially, it's always about them, and it's hard. Like, you know, it's like they don't want to be this way, but it seems to be that they struggle to make those definitive calls, those definitive decisions. And I think their great fear is that they're going to lose you or have already somewhat lost you in the process of navigating this within themselves. So what do they plan to do next then? Soulmate, big goals. See, there's that 10 of Pentacles again. Home, compromise. Yeah. So here's the thing. They are going to compromise with themselves here. As in, they know that this behavior, this kind of always being trapped, always being like, you know, suspended, never making a clear decision, means that they're going to get nowhere with you. And they know that you are their home and you are their soulmate. Look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? So even underneath that Four of Cups, that sense of like, I'm always emotionally shut down, I'm emotionally distant, I know I'm not able to express my feelings. Underneath all of that, we said that this person does feel a lot. And there you go. They see you as their true soulmate. They see you as the person that they feel the most at home with, the person they feel most comfortable with. And they don't want to lose that. They don't want to let it go. But they do tend to hide very much those feelings underneath busyness. Oh, I'm so busy. I'm working really hard. I'm working 2 jobs. I'm working this business. My business is in trouble right now. Whatever. Like they're always chasing big goals because that's their way of not having to look at their own emotions, especially when they're deeply in love, because they're deeply in love with you. So that compromises their emotions even more. I don't think this person has ever felt this deeply before in their life. I feel like they've had other relationships, but they haven't felt this combination of like, wow, you are my soulmate, you are my home. So that's also very new to this person. And the way that they kind of deal with that is by pursuing their goals more to like get away from those heavy emotions. But I feel like they're realizing now too, though, in terms of what they wish to do next, is they're going to have to let go of that sense of like, I can't express myself. I have to distance myself. You know, I can't do this. I have to come forward. They're going to compromise their own shutdown. As in, they're going to say, I can't be shut down anymore. I can't just focus on what makes me comfortable. If I want real love, I'm going to have to be uncomfortable because otherwise I'll lose my soulmate and my home. So this person is going to compromise. They're going to stop focusing just on the big goals to avoid their emotions, and they're going to come towards you. So what does Spirit have to say? Pathway beyond. Release what no longer serves you and step into the unknown. I am open to new things. Okay? Very interesting. But expect this person to come forward and to have a conversation with you. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. These are on big sale at Amazon FBA with free shipping. All the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here and for your support, and I will see you all on the next one.